Malaysia. We're excited to introduce Adelena from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where it is early in the morning. So good to see you. Smile. How are you today?
Hello, Holly and Corbin, and hello everyone on this call. Thank you so much. I'm so honored and grateful, to be here today.
Well, it's so good to have you.
Thank you so much.
Well, we'd love for you just to share a little bit with the world of three, a little bit about yourself and why three.
Fantastic. So, I used to be an accountant and a chartered financial analyst. I ran a business. I'm a person that from very young age, I couldn't hold a job. So the only option for me really was to have a business. And I didn't know any better. I studied accounting at university. So I came out and I set up an accounting firm, a consulting firm. What it is when we come out into the world, into the working world, wanting to earn our own money, we get out there and feel so excited, right? Like we can conquer the world, literally. But little that I know, business is not as easy as it all seems to look like, right? There were things, especially with legalities, things with my profession, where a lot of things that would harm me. I had sleepless nights sometimes. If I was thinking, hey, could I have missed a document, or could I have missed a word here and there that could make and land me into hot soup, right? Because sometimes in a particular profession, and which is very highly regulated, you have to be extra careful, right? So I used to have a lot of these sleepless nights, and running such a business sometimes is difficult like that. That was one of the key pain points. And although the business gave me a very good income, the cost of it was very high. It cost me my health, it cost me my sleep, it cost me hair falling off as well. And as a woman, we can't have that. So, one of the things that I realized was, I really tested, my business, my traditional business. I had great clients, but when you go through an economic downturn, everybody suffers, right? And sometimes clients can't pay you, even they try to, but they can't, and you end up actually. I ended up really, sometimes even in the bad times, having to max out my credit card, to pay salaries, right? And utilities and everything just to keep the business afloat, right? So this is hard if we are, in the kind of business where we feel as a small business owner like myself, totally alone. We haven't got the leadership to emulate, right? We haven't got someone to sort of like guide us along the way, through the kinks when we hit the roadblocks and obstacles along the way, right? And so I realized that was not, not the kind of vehicle that's going to get me to where I wanted to go, right? One of the things that I had dreamed about when I first graduated was I really wanted to build a global business, right? And I couldn't see that happening. I couldn't see that happening in my traditional business. So around that time, about a decade ago, I was looking for a new opportunity, right? I was looking for perhaps a better vehicle, a better way. There must be, I said to myself, there must be, a better way, right? A better way to really achieve the kind of things that I really want to achieve, a better life, a better lifestyle, feeling very free and inspired every day, waking up, working with people that I love, having the kind of customers that I love as well. And around that time, I was introduced into this industry, and it was really eye-opening for me, right? I never thought that the possibility of, even having recurring cash flow. I mean, one of those things that was really important in anyone's business is the recurring cash flow, right? And that was some of the things that, I discovered, that in this industry, and especially now, coming to be introduced to three and to people like yourself, leaders like yourself, Holly and Corbin, and Kim, and Samson, and everyone else, that's together here, I don't feel alone. like I used to in my own business, right? I feel that we are all working and achieving our dreams. I'm inspired, by how all of us are really putting it all in, together and together collectively through the entire world as a movement. We are going to create great things, for ourselves, for the movement, for the people, our families, and to the community at large, right? And I think that's one of the most fabulous things that we could ever do for ourselves, having, great income, the lifestyle, traveling, having that wonderful and meaningful travel, seeing how we can impact people, through the movement that we go through, to help others who are really in need as well, right? So I'm excited to be on this journey, and I'm here to be with everyone.
Well, it's so awesome to get to hear your story. And Holly and I look forward to coming over to Malaysia and seeing you and meeting your team and seeing that beautiful smile in person.
Thank you so much for
Love
sharing
that.
your story. We appreciate you getting on. Now
Thank
let's
you.
take LA.
LA, Alex Morales. He's a friend of ours. We've met a few years back. He is in real estate. He's also, I believe, a car salesman. And I'd love for you to share what made you decide 3. What was it that made you go, you know what, this is something I want to be a part of. I got a full-time job. I'm busy. But what made you choose here? Share us a little bit about your story and your journey.
Awesome. Thank you, Holly and Corbin. I appreciate you having me on here. A little bit about my background. I'm an entrepreneur. I've owned a car dealership for over 24 years. And, I believe in multiple streams of income. And so I recently took on a partner there, and I became a realtor, right, full time. And I actually came into this industry about 20 years ago. That's where I found great mentorship in Lance and Tracy Smith. So that's why I'm here. And, Lance had sent me a message that him and Tracy, along with other business partners and a great leadership team, they were going to launch a project in the health and wellness industry. And he had asked me if I was open, number one, and if I was willing to do another run. And so, because I have so much respect for Lance and Tracy, of course I said, you know what, I'm interested, So Lance and we got on a phone call the following day, and he broke down the details of the project. And right away I said, I'm in, put me in as a founder, right? I saw it as an opportunity. And, one of the things why I'm super excited about this project, because number one, it is in the health and wellness industry. I think that people are looking for answers when it comes to their health and their finances, especially after this horrible pandemic, right? And people don't know who to trust. They don't know where to turn. And now I believe we have an answer for them. So that gets me excited. And number two, as an entrepreneur, I get to be on the ground floor of a global company before it takes off. So that's huge. To me, that's opportunity, right? And so now I get to bring this opportunity to people and bring answers to help people. So those are the 2 areas what excites me about this, And what I want to do with this is, I love teamwork. I love working and being part of a team, right? Another background on me is I'm a United States Marine. I served in the Marine Corps. So one of the things that they taught me in there, out of the many things that they taught me in there was, teamwork, right? Accomplish the mission together. And that's what I love about this industry, right? That always excited me about this industry. And so I'm fluent in Spanish. I'm bilingual. And so what I want to do with this is I want to bring these answers, the health and wellness, the financial answers to the community, both in English and in Spanish. And that excites me. So
awesome. Alex, thank you so much. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Welcome.
And I love what you brought up with health and wellness consumable products. We have products that people need day after day. They're purchasing day after day. So to be in that sort of industry, that category, it's the best out there in our space. We appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Looking forward
Thank you too, guys.
And around the world. All right, now let's take it out to Scottsdale, Arizona. Holly, are you there?
I'm here. Hi.
How are you?
I am awesome. Okay,
Well,
thanks
I
for
wanna
having me
share with
on.
you Holly Demott out in Scottsdale, Arizona. We actually just spent the last few days with her doing events in the Midwest, and she's got great things happening. And Holly, I just want you to share with everyone why this industry, because like, I don't think there's a person who loves the industry maybe more than you, and why 3.
Okay, I'd love to share. Wow, is it exciting? This company of 3. So I have 13 years of network marketing experience. Prior to that, though, I was in corporate America. So I came out of college with marketing and accounting degrees, and I went straight into work for an international bank. While I was working for the bank, you know, there's things you love, and then there's things you realize, is this how it is? So during that 8 years, I realized, okay, I'm living for Fridays. Do I want to live my life like that? And I don't, any of you work for corporate or you have a job where it is Monday through Friday, you know what I mean. And I lived for Fridays, and then I would enjoy the weekend, right? On my own time. And then it was Sunday night. Sunday night, I always share that I had that pit in my stomach where it's like, turn the fun meter off because you got to go to work this week. And it's a good 60-hour week. I'm a hard worker, and we all know that you have to put in the hours to really get the pay and get the raises. Well, those raises were small, you know, 3 to 5%, 6%. If you saw a double-digit raise in corporate, you were absolutely fortunate. So I wanted more. I didn't really know what that was, though. I was not familiar with network marketing. And I joined a company, and it was my plan B. And I thought, what if I actually was in control of my own destiny with being my own boss with network marketing? I had no idea what to do. I had no idea what it was about. Well, thank goodness I had the plan B, because I was laid off from my corporate job. It was back in the time where there was a mortgage crisis going on. Gas prices were higher, interest rates were higher, housing values were going down, similar to what's going on right now, where it's a little shaky, where people are not as confident with what's going on in the economy worldwide. And I got laid off, and I was 1 out of 8,000 people in a day. Thank goodness I had network marketing, and I was dabbling though. I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Well, I made the decision, what if I went 2 feet in? So I went 2 feet in, and am I ever so happy that I did? This is a beautiful industry. It's a beautiful profession when done right. I always say when done right. Mm-hmm. And with the company of 3, wow, my journey has led me here. And I could not be happier to be partnered with Daniel Piku and these products. I am a product person. I am all about having the best of the best quality of products, because I always want to look and feel younger, always. And I believe everyone in the world should have that. I do. So this company is the perfect match. We're only 2 weeks in, and we're growing fast. Like, it's already going big, and it's already going fast. I love that we're raising the standards in network marketing. I love that I can dream bigger again, because there were days when I wasn't excited to get going in the morning. With another company I was at, I lost my pizzazz. I lost my mojo, and I didn't really know where my path was. And I just had no purpose. And any of you can relate. You just go through the motions of life without the excitement. That's not how I want to live. That's what I've gotten back. It's a purpose. I'm excited to get up. I don't have to use an alarm clock now, because I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to people. I'm excited that I can help other people, not only to feel better, absolutely, with the products, because these answer a lot of prayers. But I'm also excited that I can help people to dream again, to dream bigger. There's so much for us to do out there. And that's a huge purpose, a huge reason why I'm here at 3. And I couldn't be happier. I'm so happy and proud to be partnered with everyone that talked today, and especially Corbin, you and Holly. This is an amazing, amazing time to be involved with the company.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Holly.
Holly, you're always so amazing. Thank you for doing it. Alex, you were amazing. Adelena, thank you for doing it, getting up early to be here today. But guys, I want to wrap it up with saying this. You know what? Every once in a while, you get a chance of a lifetime. And if you're looking for more out of life and you're willing to go to work for it, this is your answer. Guys, I didn't know 17 years ago what would happen in my life. All I knew was I was working all the time. I was missing my children growing up. My wife said yes, and she got in and she got excited and she went out and proved me wrong that you could do this. She eventually did well enough that won a trip, and I got to go on the trip, earned a trip, and I got to go on the trip with her. And I met some of the most amazing people in this industry. And I realized that I could leverage my time and other people's time and teach them how this business can change their lives. And we went out and we went to work. And I never knew that when we got started in this, after 18 months, my boss would come to me and tell me I'm making too much money and cut my commissions by 2/3, take 2/3 of my income away. But thank God we had plan B. Thank God that Holly said, you know what? I want to go work this. I don't know where it's going to take us, but I know I can have success in this. Guys, we've helped so many people along the way, just sharing our story and teaching people a system on how to build. And that's what we have here at 3. Kim and the team are putting together an amazing system so we can all build. Part of it is this global community of entrepreneurs that are coming together. So guys, if you've never built this before, there's going to be a system that shows you how to do it, from the proper initial order to setting up your smart ship to how to go recruit people, how to get them on these Zooms, how to start doing your own Zooms. This is going to be the most amazing duplicatable business you've ever been a part of. And think about a business that can grow around the world, because that's what we're building here. We're putting in the infrastructure. We're looking for people right now that say, pick me. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a founding member of this company. I want to go do things that have never been done before. I want to bring my wife home so she doesn't have to work anymore and she can raise our children. I want to bring my husband home who's working those 2 jobs so he can see our kids grow up. I want to be the dad that goes on the field trips and be there for my kids and coach my kids' sports. That's what's available to you if you're willing to roll up those shirt sleeves and say, you know what, I'm going to learn about how to build this business. I'm going to become better. I'm going to work on self-development. I'm going to do the things necessary to change and help my friends change so we can go become financially free in life. Guys, I'm not going to guarantee you that it's going to happen, but I continuously go back to our story. 17 years ago, I told her she was crazy, told her it was illegal, told her she was going to jail, told her I limited her on how many nights a week. I said, we got to have family balance. But she went out and proved me wrong and put me into retirement from corporate America. And I've been working this for 16 and a half years full-time now. And all of our dreams that we have ever had, that we ever thought about when we first got married, have happened because of this industry and because we said yes.
This is a business about freedom, freedom of time, freedom from your finances. In 3, we can help you. As we started in this 18 years ago, we had no idea this business, 1, would get us financially free, 2, introduce us to people in an incredible community around the world, raise our 3 boys, both being home. If you're watching this and you're both going off in different directions to work and you're strangers passing in the night, we have a business that you can get together, and all of a sudden, husband and wife, they're dreaming together. They're building lists together. They're doing dream boards together. They're getting with their kids. Get your kids involved. You know, we'd set goals with our kids on if we hit certain ranks, we go do certain things. This is about freedom of your family. It's about reaching out and helping them in health and financially. We've been in a world the last 3 years who've been on lockdown. It's been quiet. We've been together in our homes and not getting to go out and see the world, go see our family, hug our loved ones. We've been controlled, and this is our chance to take control. We've got an opportunity for you at 3 to take control of your financial, spiritual, health future. And we're going to do it. And we're going to do it together.
We're going to do it right. Guys, thanks so much for getting on. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I want to challenge you all. First, get in with the person that invited you here, and then go recruit like your dreams depend on it, because they do. Thanks so much.
Thank you all so much. Have a great night and day wherever you're tuning in from.